the Good World Facts and News channel. Remember that feeling? Walking into a Starbucks, the aroma of fresh coffee filling the air, the warm, inviting atmosphere, a place to relax, connect, or simply enjoy a moment of solitude with your favorite beverage. But something has changed. The lines are longer, the service slower. The once bustling hubs now feel sterile, the warmth replaced by a sense of haste. What was once a destination is now a pit stop. This shift in the Starbucks experience is not merely anecdotal. It's reflected in the company's declining sales figures and, more importantly, in the growing dissatisfaction among its customer base. The question is, what happened? How did the once unstoppable coffee giant lose its way? And can it find its way back? The answer, like a good cup of coffee, is complex, with multiple factors at play. To understand the current state of Starbucks, we need to delve into the company's recent history, its strategic decisions, and the evolving landscape of the coffee industry itself. Only then can we begin to assess whether Starbucks can regain its footing and reclaim its position as the world's coffeehouse. The financial reports paint a stark picture. Starbucks is facing a significant decline in customer traffic and sales. In the most recent quarter, same-store sales dropped by 7%, a worrying trend that reflects a broader decline in customer engagement. The numbers don't lie. People are frequenting Starbucks less often. This decline is particularly concerning given Starbucks' aggressive expansion strategy in recent years. The company has been opening new stores at a rapid pace, both domestically and internationally. However, this growth seems to be fueled more by new locations than by increased patronage at existing stores. In fact, North American customer visits have plummeted by 10%, indicating that Starbucks is struggling to retain its customer base, even as it expands its footprint. This trend has alarmed investors and analysts alike, who are questioning the sustainability of Starbucks' current business model. The company's stock price has taken a hit, reflecting the growing uncertainty surrounding its future prospects. Starbucks is at a crossroads, and its next steps will be crucial in determining whether it can reverse this downward spiral. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. The pandemic forced many businesses to adapt, and Starbucks was no exception. With lockdowns and social distancing measures in place, the company had to rethink its core offering, the third place experience. Drive-through lanes, once an afterthought for many Starbucks locations, became essential. Mobile ordering and contactless pickup surged in popularity, offering a safer, more convenient alternative to traditional in-store ordering. While these changes were necessary to navigate the challenges of the pandemic, they have had unintended consequences. The focus on speed and convenience has come at the expense of the in-store experience. Many locations removed seating, streamlined their menus, and reconfigured their layouts to prioritize mobile orders and drive-through efficiency. The result is a more transactional, less inviting atmosphere. This shift has alienated some customers who valued Starbucks as a place to relax, socialize, or work. The sense of community that once defined the Starbucks experience has waned, replaced by a more impersonal, transactional interaction. While the convenience of drive-through and mobile ordering appeals to some, it has come at a cost, eroding the very essence of what made Starbucks so successful in the first place. Starbucks' menu, with its vast variety, showcases innovation but also breeds frustration. The complexity leads to longer wait times and decision paralysis. Miscommunication and incorrect orders are common. Peak hours exacerbate the issue, causing stress for all. Innovation has backfired, reducing customer satisfaction. Section 5. The barista blues: understaffed and overwhelmed. Behind the counter, another crisis is brewing. Starbucks baristas are feeling the strain. Staffing shortages have hit Starbucks hard. Many stores are chronically understaffed. This shortage is due to the tight labour market, low wages, inconsistent scheduling, and a lack of benefits. The result is a high turnover rate. This situation has created a vicious cycle. Understaffed stores lead to longer wait times, which frustrates customers and demotivates employees. This perpetuates the cycle of understaffing. Starbucks' workforce, once a source of pride, is now a major liability. Section 6. The price of premium. Is Starbucks losing its value proposition? Starbucks has always positioned itself as a premium coffeehouse experience, justifying its higher prices with its high-quality coffee, inviting atmosphere, and exceptional service. However, as we've seen, cracks are beginning to show in this value proposition. Customers are starting to question whether the Starbucks experience is still worth the premium price tag, especially given the rise of cheaper alternatives. The price of a Starbucks latte, for example, has skyrocketed in recent years, rising by 25% in just 4 years. This price hike has not been met with a corresponding increase in quality or service. In fact, as we've discussed, the quality of the Starbucks experience has arguably declined, with longer wait times, inconsistent service, and a less inviting atmosphere. This disconnect between price and perceived value is causing many customers to reconsider their loyalty to Starbucks. Why pay a premium for a mediocre experience when you can get a comparable, if not better, cup of coffee at a lower price elsewhere? This is a question Starbucks needs to address urgently if it wants to remain competitive in the increasingly crowded coffee market. Section 7. The rise of the little guy independent coffee shops thrive. While Starbucks struggles, a new breed of coffeehouse is flourishing. Independent coffee shops, once a niche market, are experiencing a renaissance, attracting customers with their unique offerings, personalized service, and authentic local vibes. These independent shops are capitalizing on the very things that Starbucks seems to have lost sight of: community, connection, and a genuine passion for coffee. Independent coffee shops offer more than just a caffeine fix. They serve as gathering places, community hubs, and showcases for local artists and musicians. They often source their beans from local roasters, supporting sustainable practices and offering a more diverse and interesting selection of coffees. The baristas are often passionate coffee enthusiasts themselves, eager to share their knowledge and craft the perfect cup for each customer. This personal touch, this sense of community and authenticity, is something that Starbucks, with its standardized approach and corporate feel, struggles to replicate. Customers are increasingly drawn to the unique charm and personalized experience offered by independent coffee shops, even if it means paying a slightly higher price or traveling a bit farther. Section 8. Lost in translation, international markets prove challenging. Starbucks' global ambitions have hit a few snags. While the company has achieved significant success in some international markets, it has faced challenges in others, particularly in adapting its model to different cultures and preferences. The one-size-fits-all approach that has worked in some regions has fallen flat in others. In Italy, the birthplace of espresso, Starbucks struggled to gain a foothold, with Italians fiercely loyal to their traditional coffee culture and skeptical of the Americanized versions offered by Starbucks. The company's expansion into China, while initially successful, has slowed in recent years, with local competitors offering more authentic Chinese tea and coffee experiences. These challenges highlight the importance of cultural sensitivity and market adaptation when expanding internationally. What works in one country may not necessarily translate to another. Starbucks needs to be more mindful of local tastes, preferences, and customs if it wants to succeed in the long term in these diverse markets. Section 9. A new brew. Can Starbucks regain its flavor? The challenges facing Starbucks are significant but not insurmountable. The company still possesses a powerful brand, a global reach, and a loyal customer base, albeit one that is shrinking. However, to regain its footing, Starbucks needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror and make some fundamental changes. The new CEO, Laxman Narasimhan, seems to understand the urgency of the situation. He has acknowledged the company's missteps, including overpricing, and has pledged to focus on improving the customer experience, investing in employees, and simplifying operations. Whether these changes will be enough to turn the tide remains to be seen. Starbucks needs to rediscover its why. Why did it become so successful in the first place? What did it represent to its customers? Once it answers these questions, it can start to rebuild its brand around those core values. It needs to prioritize the customer experience, invest in its employees, and rediscover the art of coffee, one cup at a time. The future of Starbucks depends on it.